Welcome to my Tomb Raider experience, a 3-part miniseries where I bring you my opinions and observations on Crystal Dynamics' reinvention of one of gaming's biggest icons. My first ever experience with Lara Croft was with Tomb Raider Legend, and to this day it remains the only Tomb Raider game I've bothered to finish. Hopefully that will all change with this series reboot. Anyway, enough small talk, let's move on to Tomb Raider's crucial first hour.
How do I start? Okay. This is Lara Croft, an archaeologist from the Endurance, shipwrecked on an island in the Dragon's Triangle, east of Japan.
From the get-go we see a very young, very small Lara Croft caught in quite the predicament. On her way to carry out an archaeological expedition on the island of Yamtai, her ship is caught in a storm, eventually crashing just off the shores of its desired destination. Immediately, Croft is separated from the remaining crew when she is abducted by someone you'd likely find from the Hills of Eyes. After a dramatic escape in which I managed to kill Croft several times, our damsel in distress quickly becomes an efficient hunter, using a bow and arrow to kill a much needed meal. Eventually finding members of her crew, the situation goes from bad to worse as unknown occupants of the island begin kidnapping and killing the survivors.
Just go along with them, Lara. Do whatever they say.
Refusing to let this be her fate, young Croft begins to fight back, proving to be quite the natural-born killer.
No, brother!
The situation surely can't get any worse from here.
Don't worry about them right now. You just do whatever it takes to get to me, Lara.
I'll try.
Straight away, I have to air a minor annoyance that's becoming prevalent in many video games just lately, and that's the amount of stuff I have to do before I even play the game. Updates and an account registration are just two experiences I had in Tomb Raider before I saw the opening cutscene. When I press start, that's exactly what I want to do. Start. Before I even played Tomb Raider, I was under the impression that I would be playing an Uncharted wannabe, which is quite the ironic twist, considering Nathan Drake is often called the male Lara Croft. And yes, there are similarities early on that proves this theory. However, the dark and twisted style that Tomb Raider adopts takes it away from the spectacular set pieces of Drake's numerous quests, and it reminds me more of the violent atmosphere prominent in Resident Evil 4. The new Lara Croft shares a skill that many other iconic characters have developed recently, and that's the ability of a sixth sense, or, as it's called in this outing, survival instinct. Just like Agent 47's instinct and Batman's detective vision, this skill highlights objects of interest and nav points, essentially holding your hand along the way. I must admit, I am not a fan. Save for a dramatic encounter with a pack of wolves, yeah, eat your heart out Liam Neeson, and a shootout against a few bad guys, I have had very little combat experience so far. The ranged combat does what it says on the tin, but I'm really looking forward to using the melee combat, if there is such a thing included in Tomb Raider. Quicktime events feature and are about more than just bashing the A button rapidly. It appears Crystal Dynamics have followed in Quantic Dream's footsteps, using different buttons to control different actions. The first QTE actually caught me off my guard, which is always a good sign. Although I think Lara Croft would think differently. I am loving the game design so far. It is great to see a developer use the game engine like this. No unnecessary cutscenes that break the pace. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Assassin's Creed, and the detail in some locations is astounding. And I love the transition from cutscene to gameplay. It is seamless. In one instance, Croft was just stood in one place for ages because I thought I was still watching a scene play out. The sound design is incredible, actually causing me to jump out of my skin one moment. The music, composed by Jason Dead Space Graves, suits the location and drama of the game, keeping things serious without using orchestral pieces. The man is a genius. And I guess that's it for now. I'll soldier on and check in with you guys as the story develops. I've found a few diary entries that suggest a mystery or two, so I'll be excited to see how they pan out. Thanks for watching everybody, make sure you check out 131.com for more gaming news and reviews.